Weaving is one of the oldest crafts of mankind. The woven items are even more diverse. There is nothing that cannot be woven. Today we are going to introduce a new breed. It can be called paper weaving, because we know paper. In addition to the traditional method of weaving, there is also one that can be folded. So this kind of fold again. It can also be compiled in weight. There will be a lot of interesting works. Today we are going to knit it with 6 paper tapes. A braided football. It is a relatively simple weaving. It is not a flat weave. It is a 3-dimensional weaving. The pentagram cage in the back. Folding is used again. Let's see how paper footballs are woven. First, we take 3 paper tapes from the material. Then, take out 2 paper tapes. Find one of the black color blocks. Let the black color block completely covers another gray patch. Look, the black color block covers the gray color block. After covering, we focus on this area. You can see that there is also a gray patch. Add a 3rd paper tape so that it is covered. Then, you can see in the middle a pattern that looks a bit like the Mitsubishi Motors logo. Just complete a cross of 3 paper tapes. If this is the first paper tape, it's pressed down on the 2nd paper tape. The 2nd paper tape presses down on the 3rd paper tape. And the 3rd paper tape, in turn, it pressed down on the 1st paper tape. So, it's a wonderful nesting. And then we need to add a 4th woven paper tape. This paper tape passes through the 3 paper tapes in front at the same time. Isn't it okay to wear it over? So, how to wear it? When wearing, also note, in fact, you can see it here. There is another place, 2 black and 1 gray color block. When we wear it, it's also like this. Cover it. Cover the gray color block with the black color block. This will work. This is parallel. It hasn't passed through other paper tapes yet, so we tilt it slightly. Such, just like the other 3 paper tapes. Produce a crossover and you're done. Then, we need to weave the 5th paper tape. Because it needs to go through the other 4 paper tapes, there is a way to do this. It is to form a 5-pointed star shape. You can see this 5-pointed star. So, when it passes through, it becomes a 5-pointed star. It means that we are done weaving of 5 paper ribbons. So, at this time, we are going to take a look. How can I let it be compiled? We can look for it similarly. For example, this place we can find. In fact, there is also one difference here. So, if the gray color block is underneath, you need to make the black color block like this. In this way, since it is above, we are going to pass through this way. Pass through below. Through the 4th paper tape just now. Pass under the 4th paper tape. We can use translation. Pass through. And then come over from above. At this point, we are done. Article 5 weaving of paper tapes. However, this side needs to be adjusted because the paper tape of Article 5 is added. Make the 4th paper tape just now. Position up and down. There is a mistake, so tweak it up. That's it. Then, we perform contractions. Make this pentagram look better. A little tighter. Then, we don't need to think about it. Problems with the top and bottom of gray and black color blocks because of this way of weaving. It has been decided who is on it. After we finish this weaving, be careful, turn it over. It already has a certain degree of firmness. It's not so easy to disperse. View from the back. It is easier for us to see a pentagram. How to add the 6th paper tape? It is still a flat state. In order to become a 3-dimensional state, first take the 6th paper tape, complete an end-to-end operation. The place where the double-sided tape was just applied. Glue it together. How to glue? In fact, this place can be seen. After they are glued, a new equilateral triangle will form. See this side. There is an equilateral triangle on this side. And then, put this circle on this pentagram. How do we do it below? Let's adjust the lens. What do we see around us? 10 endpoints. Well, we need 5 of these endpoints. Insert it through the inside of the circle. The inside of the circle is inserted like this. These 5 endpoints. Let's take a closer look to choose the one that is pressed below. This strip of paper has this endpoint. So, you see they are crossed. We need to put these 5 endpoints. Insert it into this circle. We don't necessarily do it all in one go. Check one first. For example, hook it. We are a little slower here. Insert it again. Right. After having 2, the rest can be done in one go. We picked it up first and squeezed it together. Then put this circle. Stuck in. At this time, don't be afraid of breaking up. Be sure to secure it. Let this can pass through the inside of the circle, because when it is caught in this circle, it will naturally be stronger. We must let it through. Wear a little more. After passing through, we see a hemispherical one is formed. Open structure. At this time, we still follow the knitting method just now. Let's start with 3 points surrounding this part of the ring. Redo a finishing cross. This makes it form a cross of 3 paper bands. There are 5 groups in total. Such, you see, we are all done. The fixed one is crossed. The rest is much simpler. We just need to make it conform to this weave. The principle of one up and one down. When passing through, if the front is on top, the next crossing will definitely be below. Such a principle. There are also 5 open paper tapes. We must be under this principle of weaving one by one. Seal them. It seems a bit messy. We look from the inside. You can see this paper tape like this. So, put these 2 endpoints glued together. The principle is still just when it sticks. To form a small equilateral triangle. After gluing one, don't rush the rest because you need confirmation when wearing it, isn't it? It needs the requirements of one up. For example, this time I pinched one first. What do you think about what to do with this side? This paper tape I squeezed in my left hand. It was originally below. Then when it crosses next time, it must be on top. But it happened to cross the paper tape here. Well, he should be below. It was on it before. Then in the process, when you are newly glued into a ring, definitely pass through below. So we will. Here, in fact, we see can also be glued. Then let's do it again. Field bonding of paper tape.
You can take your time. Just said to form a new equilateral triangle. But it doesn't seem to be the case at this time. A parallelogram is formed. Isn't it? But in fact, it also forms a small triangle. Here, it forms a small equilateral triangle. It is a graphic that was originally incomplete. Spell it into an equilateral triangle or a diamond. So what about this side? After gluing, let's see again. It is crossed from above. Next time, it should be closed below and here. Then let's look at this side. Where else is it? A crossover can also be made here. Then we see. This is also fine. Then glue its head and tail. This side can also be glued. Because there are only 6 paper tapes for weaving. This is below. Encounter this bonding underneath. What to do? Don't rush to glue. You can twitch the paper tape. When pumping, shrink the long one inward. Pull the short one out. That's how it came out. After it comes out, we just glue it again. This can facilitate us to connect more accurately. because double-sided adhesive has a bad one.
It's not very moving.
You see this, a woven paper soccer ball is done. But it looks, the colors are a bit messy. At this time, we need to make adjustments. That's what I said at the beginning. Let the gray color block be pressed against the black color block. The shape of this color block is the same. This kind of adjustment is generally not very good. Significantly adjusted, because before, when we knit the front 4 paper strips, basically let them be in one area. So this adjustment is a relatively small fine-tuning. Slow down when you tick, because there is friction. In this way, after our adjustment, the gray blocks are all hidden. You can see it as a whole. It's a black and white football. Have you learned it? Other. We also have a blue, yellow and green color for you. And it will be a little bigger. The production method is similar, but it has 2 options. You can let the green color block cover on top of the blue color block. It is also possible to make blue color blocks. Green color block. It's up to you. Finally, I want to form a blue-yellow football, or a green-yellow football. It gives you more options.